Let's try this again. I've been fighting audio. Alright, this is day 6 of the International Aerospace Exhibit, or Defenscon. I'm loving the Defenscon more than the old Aerospace. Okay, it's Anvil Day, so we're just looking for Anvil ships. That is one there, but with the current layout of the ships, they're kind of scattered all over. Man, I wish I could turn this music down. But I would prefer either they put all one manufacturer in one wing, or go back to the old Expo layout where every day was a different manufacturer, so they could bring in all their ships, so you could see all the ships sitting together. Alright. Oh, we got a crowd going here. This is the F8 Lightning, F8C Lightning. So it is the heavy fighter. It is the civilian model, so the military model would be a bit more. You have 8 forward-facing guns. Looks like 4 ballistic and 4 energy, and they all center around the cockpit, which makes it really easy to get rounds on target. This is a heavy fighter, so it's got a complement of missiles and guns. I believe the smallest gun it has is a size 3. It is, for a heavy fighter, very capable, very nimble. Not as nimble as an Arrow or a Buccaneer, which are 2 light fighters. The Arrow is the kind of the meta for the current light fighter fighting ships right now. But the Buccaneer is hanging in there for what it is, being kind of paper thin itself. Okay, here we go. Is the Anvil FCM Super Hornet, so I believe that is military. So this guy has 6 forward guns. Looks like 4 energy and 2 ballistic. All slave to the pilot, so it is a good fighter, gets rounds on target. It has fairly good durability and is very nimble for its size. It is one that everybody wants to do the arena commander with, so it is a very capable ship for dogfighting, but it's kind of purpose built for that, so you're not going to do a whole lot else with it other than dogfight. But if that's your jam, that's a good tool to have. And we will run all the way out here and give you a pedal bike or something. I really love the displays that they've put up. You know, fly fast, fight hard, all the slogans for Drake, and how they really made the showroom entrance the showcase for Drake and all their awesome ships. I've been a Drake fan for a long time. My personal ship is Drake. It's a Cutlass Black. Most of the Drake's aesthetic of a lot of guns and very simplistic and simple usage are kind of right in line with how I like the game. The Ironclad is interesting, but it's still got some issues to work through. The Bucky, it is a light fighter. I love that thing. I think the Arrow still has it on some issues, but it pounds it for guns. Alright. Shattered Blade. I love these dioramas they put in these transition areas, you know, showing you the enemies you're going to be fighting, know your foe, all these lovely work they've been putting in. And I can't complain about that. The whole event area is beautifully set up. You know, the displays are good, the overall lighting's good. I wish we could turn down the music, but apparently we don't have that control. Alright, the C8 Pisces. C8R Pisces. Well, that says it's the Explorer one, but this with this paint job is the Medevac one. So you come in here and you got a med bed, so you can heal people, you can get them stabilized to bring them to a better facility. The other versions just has a open cargo bay there or seats, so it can transport people, it can transport a little cargo. The Expedition model, that one with its med bed, you can actually park that in bigger ships that do not have med beds and allow you to heal and recover people. I don't believe you can spawn from that med bed. It's not high enough level. This is the Anvil Asgard. It's a drop ship. It's heavily gunned, heavily armored, but it is mostly made for a support role, giving fire support to the vehicles it's dropping in, which you can put a Tonk or maybe a Ballista or Centurion or something like that in there. Drop it on the battlefield so you got ground troops down and ground vehicles down. I believe the Valkyrie is that same model, so ship type, but specifically built around supporting troops rather than vehicles, and that one's for supporting the vehicles. And because I'm a glutton for punishment and want to run some more, we're going to run back to our kiosk. Yeah, the Buccaneer is just an interesting ship. I wished I had that skin, because I kind of like that coloration. But I have the Goblin Green for it. And here are the new flight suits that are supposed to come into play. I believe you can buy them in the shop, or eventually be able to buy them or make them with in-game currency and crafting. I think I'm going to wait for crafting because I'm too used to running around with light armor for flight and heavy armor for doing the events or going in and doing the battles. Oh, overran it. So here we are at our console. So yeah, this is the Anvil Arrow. It is a top tier, tough little light fighter. It's still kind of papery, but not as papery as the Buccaneer. And it has a good armament, and it is fast and very nimble. There's the Asgard, which is a combat dropship. There's a Ballista. It does not display correctly for me, but that's a big 6-wheeled or 8-wheeled anti-air vehicle. There's the C8X Pisces. So that is your little runabout that actually has quite a bit of range on it. So it's a good long-range runabout. Okay, here's the Anvil Carrack. This thing is huge. It's going to be like a small org's flagship. So you got a hangar in it, you got a cargo, you got med beds. It's just going to have everything you need to run a small organization. So a lot of people want it for that. The Anvil Gladiator, I think, is a very underrated ship because it is technically a bomber currently because of the missiles and torpedo issues that we're having. It's not very well placed, so at some point it will be able to do its job, just not quite yet. The Anvil Hawk is a interesting little foldy ship, so it kind of folds up so it takes up less space when it's parked. But on the back you have this little pod because it is for bounty hunting, and you put your person you've bounty hunted in there and take them back to the jail. It's an interesting little ship. Another nice little light fighter, very nimble, very capable, and it also has the fun little fold up function. Okay, and here is the civilian Hornet, medium combat, so not as many guns as the military version, but still very capable, very well thought of vehicle. And here's the Super Hornet, which would be your military one. Both light fighters. This one just has more guns. The tracker has more sensors and stuff to be able to track other ships and things. The Ghost is a stealth, so you can hiding fight. Basically your rogue. Okay, the Anvil Hurricane is a heavy fighter, but you have to have a co-pilot to get its full capabilities out, because you have two, I believe they're like size 5 guns under the chin of the pilots, on the chin guns underneath the pilot seat. Very devastating, but if you have your co-pilot that runs the quad turret on the back, it's just devastatingly effective. The Paladin is a focused gunship, so you drop your troops in and give them heavy gun support with that. Another great ship. Anvil Spartan, yep, it's the passenger version of the ground vehicle. Anvil Terrapin. So the Terrapin is a Pathfinder, kind of a scan ship, and it has extra armor that goes over the cockpit and sensitive areas. It's kind of slow until it gets up to speed, then it chugs right along. Interesting ship. I'm not sure how it's gonna be as more of what it does comes into effect. Here's the Terrapin Medic. So basically a heavily armored ambulance. Here's your Valkyrie. So yep, this is your troop transport. So specifically set up to transport troops and give them support when you transport them. And there is the Pisces Rescue, which is the little ambulance. Not to be completely outdone, but it is a very capable little heal and run ship. So don't let it be, some weird ship that you'd never try. Give it a swing. It's a good little ship. All right, I believe that's everything for today. So thanks for listening to me, and I'll talk to you again later. Goodbye.